We hit the go live button. Let's see what that does. It says we're live. I turned down some of the settings on my microphone because I was getting complaints about it like peaking or whatever. We hit the go. Alright, soundtrack seems fine. How's everybody? How y'all doing? Jeremy already using the super chat function, which apparently works, even though YouTube says... Let me read it. You don't have super chat functionality right now. We'll get back to you when it's available. Thank you for your application. Apparently it's here. Either that or this is all illegal. And Rusty, let me read it. Okay, I had to double check the sound because you trolled me. Can't look. What do you mean can't look? I'm not that hideous. I'm hideous, but like, not that hideous. Nurgle's literally in the game. You can calm down. What do we got? What do we got today? We are doing King of the Hill. There's a sign up on the Discord. We're just going to play with some people. Deadly Bunnies is up first, so I'll find him. Basically, person who comes into the hill picks one, bans one, and the person on the hill can play whatever. I know some King of the Hills, like, oh, if you play Nurgle, you can't play Nurgle for the rest of your stay on the hill, but it's like, man, if someone doesn't want to see something, they can just ban it. There's only 7 factions, so it's not like I can do that for too long. It's more of a chill stream. Bunnies is here. Oh, I have to go find the map. That's right. Antladder map pool. What maps are good? Feasting Forest. Sure, we'll do that one. For anybody who cares, Antladder does open back up tomorrow. We are working on what time exactly. We did plan to have a big co-op campaign stream with a lot of the Antladder people, Anticity, myself, Maiden, Bowmore, Logic, but there's some scheduling conflicts coming up, so it may be earlier than we thought, or it might be the planned time. So just keep your heads up for that. And if the campaign stream gets canceled, I'm just going to stream Antladder best of threes all day, every day. Alright, so I'll message Bunnies. Map set. Set, you pick one, ban one. I'd say you look a little better than versing dwarves. Worse looking than Nurgle, at least Nurgle loves life. I do love life. I do. Also, if anybody cares, the board game did launch after 5 goddamn years of producing it. So there's a link in the description where to go for my little website that sells it. I think we've sold about 11 to individual people, and I've been on the phone with a lot of distributors, but they are nightmares to work with. So gotta keep doing our best. I have a meeting with a local game store on Monday, and I need to pitch them to buy my game, which is where I've been a lot. We haven't done a lot of live streams because I've been doing that shit, and producing videos, and doing my actual job. It's a lot. Slava, Ukraine. I'm going to hope that's a good thing, Sinclair. Warhammer 2 Ent? Warhammer 2 with Ent, or the same Anticity from Warhammer 2? Because I don't think there's a second Anticity. I don't think Anticity disappeared off the face of the earth and was replaced before Warhammer 2, though maybe it's conspiracy theory. Bunnies picked Slaanesh, banned Ogres, that's fine. I'm playing as Cathay in Turin's Faction War tomorrow, so I was going to play Cathay no matter what, unless somebody bans it, just to get reps in. Doesn't matter. Jeremy, you did. You did, you're correct. So, Slaanesh versus Cathay. Unironically, the balloons are pretty good here. Nice little poke. I'm going to get a Sky Junk and a Sky Lantern. Need 2 Ligma Riders. And I've also been liking Hazel crashing around in the background. I'm going to get Meow Yang. Earthblood. Talons of Night is fine. Life Bloom. Not worth 100 gold, I don't think. We'll just keep Arcane Conduit. We want to make her cheap. So the idea is we can take the air We have a Sky Junk and a Sky Lantern to do some poke, Sky Junk to also drop bombs. Longbow Riders can kill a lot of Harpies, plus Miao Ying getting up in the sky with them. They will do great work there. We do want one of the big boys. I could go for 2, but I just don't feel like it, I guess. And 2's probably better. But Cathay Peasants are incredible, so we will spam the shit out of them. What's the map look like? Slightly hilly, don't know how big it is, but usually not big enough for a cannon, especially against Slaanesh. Do I need ranged? Can I defend ranged with only a construct and 5 infantry on the ground? Can I even defend it? Not really. And my cavalry sucks. My cavalry is terrible. So there's no point taking the mobile fight against Slaanesh. They're just going to pound us. I think more chaff might be the way. 2 Jade Warriors, 5 Peasants, all of them being buffed up by the Sky Lanterns overhead. Defend the Sky Lanterns with the double Longbow Riders and Miao Ying. And we have 1 Terracotta Sentinel to run around and cause some damage. That's probably good. Matthew Coffin, when are you getting a Warhammer 1 tournament? Tomorrow, 1 a.m. my time. I'll wake up, host the Warhammer 1 tournament. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Oh, it means glory to Ukraine. Yeah, I don't want to go too much into politics because it's a video game channel, and that's mostly what we want to talk about, but generally most of the world thinks what's going on over there is pretty fucked up. Hopefully it ends soon and in a way that doesn't end up with Ukraine just getting absorbed into Russia. Because, like, the thing that's important to remember is that most Russian people don't really want this either. It's just kind of like... there's that play called 10 Angry Men. It's kind of like that, where it's just like... I don't know. You sometimes see internet hate, like, oh, Russians are always just so aggressive, and it's like, I mean... I don't think a whole lot of them were involved in this decision, so it's just a bad situation all around. Hopefully they hang in there. If Zelensky gets murdered, that's going to be fucking tragic. Okay, but Warhammer stuff. He outnumbers me a lot. A lot, and we're not surprised about that. I don't really know what to do with all you, because none of you matter. You're just bodies. Just bodies. Wow, this is a map. I like it. Can you walk up on this hill? Yeah, it looks like you can walk across it. This is kind of cool. A lot of Warhammer 2 maps were relatively flat. But this one really leans into the hills. Oh shit, his bunny's messaging me? He is. Ready? Good luck, have fun. No, you. Our goal for tomorrow, playing Cathay and Turin's Faction Wars, just to not embarrass ourselves. He messaged me and asked, am I up to date on land battles? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, but, you know. You can be as up to date as you want. If you're just not good, then you're not good. So, I'm a filthy one trick, whose one trick isn't even in the game yet. Let's see if Slaanesh can deal with air power yet. I also have a little surprise. This works in a matchup against Khorne. I'm curious if the Sky Junk will work here. Because it's usually terrible, but if you manual fire it, you can fire way closer to your own line and way more accurately for less ammo, so that's pretty good. Does he have any flying? He has some harpies. Okay, Miao Ying, calm down. Calm down. So there's only 2. I can send a Longbow Rider after each, and that's the end of that. You're kind of wasting ammo, because you're so shit at hitting anything, but whatever. Do whatever you want. Get up in the sky. Okay, you're terrible at this. Give me... How high do I have to aim again? I think, like, there. That's how you fucking do it! Piece of shit. AI doesn't even know how to use their own thing. Lower, there. Get fucked. Turn. Turn. Good boy. Good boy. There, that's why I brought you. It's because I can use you better. Okay. Meow Ying, defense time. Give yourself some magical attacks. Where's my other Ligma Rider? He's way up on the thing. He's already killed that harpy. Good lord. Cool, cool. Okay. Nothing else matters. That's a pendulum. Dodge. Wow, they were way too slow to move. Okay, cool. Back to you. And boop. Eat my dick. You're back. Welcome back. You have Jade Warriors running around. Let's get this big old construct going after the Lord. And Long Riders no longer have anything to fight, so we'll get to cycle charging with them pretty soon. Undercast this. Can't aim that low. Oh wait, can I? Whee! Alright, back up a little bit. Ooh, did you dive down? You don't want to dive down, but while you're down there, I guess you can go flying. Long Riders, find those chariots, kill them if you can. You're still poking a little bit, and now that you have repositioned, let's get the blob! Whee! Blob! Okay. You're overextending. I'm worried Hellstriders are going to catch you or something, so just come home. Just come home. Okay. You. There's a nice little blob there. Turn, 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 turn. Come on. Come on, buddy. Whee! Violence! Rockets! Reload. Do it again. Do it again. Come on. Whee! Get out of my way. Hey. That's on you. That is on you. You flew in front of a fucking rocket launcher. Get out of here. What are you doing? Idiots. This is a helmet and gloves zone, and you're just wandering in here, half-cocked, fully loaded, drunk off your own power. Even other talons of memes. Okay, we still have 3 bombs. We have tons of ammo. Ooh, I want to hit that clump. I want to hit that clump. Where's the cannon? There's the cannon. Hit the clump! Damn it. Decent damage. Missed a little bit. Okay. Meow Yang, wherever you are, get over here. Some peasants have rallied. That's pretty cool. Long Riders get off the ground so you don't get caught by those Hellstriders. Alright, where are you aiming these days? Whee! Got him. Is there still no chat in Warhammer 3? Correct, there is still no chat in Warhammer 3. I think I'm really unlucky. Last 4 matches I was winning and my opponent just disconnects out of spite and they realize they're losing and then I'm denied the victory. That is a known, unfortunately that is a known bug. Is that if you have a way, you can't just concede defeat. Obviously that would concede defeat. But there is a way to just leave the lobby that can deny the other person points, which is dumb. I don't know that bug because I don't really play Domination, but yeah. Okay. Ice Power. Fancy some land battles. Doing a King of the Hill ATM. Okay. Sorry. I got a little distracted. I need Storm Runner. Storm. You're up. Okay. Total War FPS. They really need to nerf Pendulum. They really need to fix the manual aim of flying rockets. That's bullshit. How is there no chat? It's literally a dark copy of the previous game. I don't know why there's no chat yet. But as for the Skyjunk, the concept of it, even if... Because the Skyjunk's manual fire is broken. It is. It's factually broken. It's it doesn't use nearly as much ammo as the AI firing it, somehow. And it's more clustered. But the thing is, even if the ammo was fixed, which it really should be, and the cluster was fixed, that strategy would work regardless. Because at point-blank range, it doesn't matter what the spread is. I mean, I'm gonna hit whatever I was hitting for the last 75% of that game. There's no way they're gonna dodge. No way. So the idea up there is just Slaanesh has very shitty flying units and almost none of them. They don't have any range, so you get the problem with an artillery piece is once it gets compromised. If I can just get an aerial artillery piece that can never get compromised, of course it's going to get incredible value. It's kind of like dwarves spamming gyrocopters in a matchup where your opponent has no air power and no ranged. It's like, you know, they can't do anything. What is going on? Stream battles. Can I come to? It's a King of the Hill. And I don't know where Storm is. Gotta get some more anti-large next time. Yeah. Dude, these... I don't know why the Peasant Spearmen are so good. I compared their stats to, like, Empire Spearmen in Warhammer 2, because I was thinking about making a video about it, but they're actually very comparable. But these guys always do tons of work. I don't know why the Peasant Long Spearmen are so buff, because looking at their stats, I just can't figure it out. Maybe it's this, like... Maybe it's Charge Reflection is just such a big buff all the time? Because it's also charging enemies, so that works against, like, Marauders, doesn't it? It doesn't work against just Cavalry? Because what is... They only have a 16 charge bonus, but I guess these guys just always get a charge bonus, quote-unquote, for standing still, which is kind of bullshit. Charge Reflection should only work against, like, large. Still can. I don't know where Stormrunner is. If he doesn't answer in like a second, I'll move on to A move. Is the Harmony information attack? Probably. Probably. Jeremy, it's the long range. Yeah, the long range manual fire shouldn't be that good. Not at all. It's complete bullshit. Kiara's here. Burke, today your opponent came with Bellicor and Tzeentch Khorne army mix in ranked domination mode. Is that possible? Do I have any clue? Yes, that is possible. I was going to make a video about it, but it's not... It wasn't a good idea for me to make a video about it, I guess. I got warned from some other content creators not to do that. But essentially, if you create a Demons of Chaos army, save it, and then get into a domination game and load the army from loaded builds, it'll take you to Demons of Chaos so you can play them in ranked. If you lock in your race and you see your opponent has Demons of Chaos, dude, just dodge. Like, just dodge. It's not worth your time. When hummus misses the dono. Hammond? I'm sorry, I'm not used to reading those. Hammond, $2, you suck. Thanks, buddy. I really do. I'll contact A move. And if A move doesn't show up, we'll just get Kiara in here. Ba, ba, ba. I don't know if he was a GM or something, but I was shocked. No, it's just a bug. Because if you go load army preset, and I have some stuff. Here, I don't really play domination too much, but if you do make a domination build, you can just load it, and it'll give you Demons of Chaos, which is kind of nuts. Oh, Stormrunner's messaging. Give me 5 to finish up a quick battle I'm in, and I'll be there. That's a long time. Okay, I think I know what to do for a second. You want to see some dumb bullshit? I'm going to make a video about this soon, but we can watch the dumb bullshit for now. Get this out of here. They got... No, not metal. We need heavens. They got rid of a good feature, and it makes me sad. You cannot start the game with an empty player stat. Okay, well, screw that. Sorry. Zergash, do you like the Jade Warriors? I find them to be super cost effective. They're pretty good. Yeah, they're really good. I like... The problem with Jade Warriors isn't their fault. It's just they're on a roster with better, cheaper units. Like, the Peasant Longspearmen are so good. I don't know. I mean, I'll still take some Jade Warriors. It's just the Peasant Longspearmen are incredible. So CA got rid of... Vortex spells were shit for a very long time in Warhammer 2. No one wanted to use them because they're too random. And then Anticity discovered that you can direct by clicking and dragging your mouse. You could direct away a thing goes, and that made them briefly viable in Warhammer 2 towards the end of its lifespan. It opened up a whole bunch more spells than just Burning Head and Pendulum. It was really cool. And then Warhammer 3 comes out,
I stand ready.
and they got rid of it. I'm gonna make a video about it, but I've tested this like hundreds of times because I couldn't believe it. But yeah, they got rid of the directionality. So Vortex spells are useless again! Yay! Back to Spirit Leech Fireballs, the only damaging spells ever. Perfect. Dude, I'm so mad about that. I'm so mad. Okay, so we have Kiara, Void Lulls. And then Buttonized Mark. Gotcha. Okay. So we'll do Storm. Storm Runner's ready. So we'll get to him. Why are all the XMT guys pineapples now, by the way? I still don't know what that's about. There you are. Storm Runner is now Pineapple Conqueror, I guess. Different map. Let's do... What's the next map? Crystal Mountains, sure. I'll message Storm. Maps, set, pick one, ban one. Okay. So I'm back. You hear the Lord Magister's buffs are really good with artillery. They are. I don't use them very much because personally as Cathay, what I've been finding very effective is... I mean, I use Miao Ying in that for the aerial dominance, but I really like just taking a super cheap Caster Lord with like 2 spells at most. And then Arcane Conduit. And that's it. And then, like I was talking about earlier with all these really good infantry, you can just get such a wide army that, especially in tournaments, most tournaments ban Pendulum right now, and Pendulum is, from what I felt, like the only good crowd-clearing spell in the entire game. And if you just have so much cost-effective infantry with a couple Yang buffs, because if you put like 3 Peasant Archers spaced out through a tight formation, all these melee troops are going to get huge buffs. You can just melee grind out people. So you kind of play Cathay strangely like Nurgle with arrows. It'd be cool if Harmony meant something in multiplayer, so keeping a balanced army theme game mattered. Yeah, it's weird that you can have one ranged unit and give like infinite buffs. Storm is going Zinch ban Kislev. Okay. Cathay. Again, I'm going to play Cathay if it's not banned, because I'm playing them in the faction war tomorrow, so I gotta get my shit together. Also, I played Lenorm in this match and got my ass handed to me, so I still gotta figure out how to do it. Now, I just talked about it. We're going to do exactly what I talked about. Missile Mirror is super good. I'm going to go with Ancestral Warriors for that thing. This is worthless. Zinch doesn't have great armor anyway, and they don't rely on their speed, and it's only in a small area around my body, so it doesn't matter. Leadership's good. Arcane Conduit I'll keep. No. And no. So she's super cheap. Now, last time I took some cannons and regretted it. Danielle, hello, waiting to understand how to buy Puppet Master's 27 characters a lot. Good job for the content. When you say waiting to understand how, I'm a little confused by that. It is in the description that you can go to my website, puppetmasterprojects.com, And from there, you can order it. There is a US version that's $50, and there's an international version, which is $95. That's just me averaging costs. So it's like shipping costs to Britain is $75, and shipping costs to like Germany is $66. Shipping costs to Australia is like $80. So I make more money personally on US orders, but I lowered the amount of money I make off of each purchase to try and make it even feasible to ship it internationally. But $95 for international is really expensive, and I get that. Not a lot of people can afford it. I am in talks with a couple German distributors to try and get board games over there. I'm also in talks with... Sorry, lost my train of thought for a second. I am in talks with a distributor in England that looks pretty good, so we can maybe get that. And if I send them a whole bunch, then they can sell it for less in stores, and I'll keep people updated on that. But, yeah. So what do we need? A whole bunch of crossmen, a whole bunch of peasant archers. I have some aerial units to prevent, like, chariot cheese. What are the peasant horsemen going to do? I kind of auto-filled them, but I don't know what they're going to do. Could just be bodies. Let's get some Jade Warriors. Not the halberds, the shielded version. Then one halberd. 50 gold. Let's get some chevs. How much do chevs cost on you? 30-ish. Yeah, we'll do that. Seems fine. Read your donos. I'm reading them, Hammond. I'm just slow. I read Daniels. Agree on the Jade Warriors. They look decent enough. Hello, JG. Matthew Coffin, CAY, exactly. Exactly. I'll use rocket balloons in the first match. They're really accurate even against big targets with manual firing. Manual firing the rocket balloons is huge, especially if you get aerial dominance, and then you can use them to win the melee fight. But using the rocket balloons to kill things in the distance is terrible. It's terrible. It's very inaccurate. Unless you're manual firing, then it's strangely accurate, but still. There's a link in the video description. Got it. Maybe some Dragon Guard? The problem with Dragon Guard is they're just going to get pendulum down by Tzeentch, or they're going to get shot by the Blue Horrors. The Blue Horrors do so much damage. Because are they shielded? They're shielded, but they're only 95 armor, whereas the Jade Warriors are 80. And Tzeentch is kind of shit in melee, so I'm not super worried about beating him in melee. I have to outshoot him. Is it going to be a blind ban? When they come in, they ban one of whatever they want. Spartan, when I was playing Lenormand, I brought 2 Jezzails, 2 cannons. The Jezzails got, like, 150 value apiece because of the shields. That's the problem with non-high DPS. Cannons do okay. Not great, but okay against Tzeentch. Because they can punch through the shields and actually do some damage. While Jezzails are slow progressive damage, which you don't really want against shielded units. Because by the time you deplete the shields, they can pull that unit back or something. It's tough. Because I used Jezzails a lot in game 2 as Skaven, but that was because it was guaranteed damage that forced your opponent forward. When you're dealing with shields, it's not a thing. If you're not a part of my Discord, dude, we have some great memes. Especially Chasing Rainbows just dropped one in that's like my new favorite thing. It's hard to describe a meme though. Hey, no porn. Stop it. Why not bring Missile Mirror for Flamers? I thought I did. Yeah, I have Missile Mirror. Yes, Buttonized Mark. Because I was saying with pick one, ban one, your opponent comes in and they pick one. They pick what they want to play and then they ban something from you. So if you're just playing Kislev and winning all the time or something, then they should, you know, fucking ban it. But there's only 7 factions, so I'm not really keen on, you can only play, like, if you play Kislev and win when you're on the hill, you can't play that again. It's like, well, pretty soon you're gonna run out of shit. Okay, what are we doing? What's happening? I want Jade Warriors for the late game. So put them back so they don't get as murdered. I'll let the Peasant Spears take the murdering. Go, Peasant Spears, go! Die for your dragon god. Archers. I have to move you back a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Ba-da-ba. Copyright. That everybody? Looks like everybody. We outnumber them 2-1. That means we win. Yay, land battles! Good evening to you too, sir. Tranquilo. Flamers hurt so much, but it's really funny when you watch a unit basically nuke themselves through missile mirror. Coming into game 3, I had predicted that missile mirror was gonna suck. And it turned out to be really good. So I'm happy to be wrong. I'm gonna group my archers based on where they're standing, not based on what they are. Because, you know, I want the left archers to shoot whatever. Sorry, left archers shoot whatever's left, right archers shoot whatever's right. Doesn't matter who they are. Group you guys, and then back, front, ready. Storm has not messaged me yet. When you win, you can't use them again, right? If you win? Nope. You can use infinite, but opponent can ban. Sorry. This later. Ready, ready. Good luck, have fun. Sorry. Stormrunner just found a bug and he wants me to make a... Well, not once. He said... He knows I love bugs. And I make videos about them, so he's like, here's this. And I'm like, I don't have the processing power to do that right now. Ready for our game. Okay. Take 2 fighting Tzeentch. First time was a disaster. This time, just more archers. First time I did this, I had a similar build, but less archers and more cannons and Giselles, and they were expensive and died and didn't do anything. Forsaken, Blue Horrors, Forsaken, Blue Horrors, Forsaken. Yeah, those Chaos Knights, those are going to be a problem. Last time I had trouble taking them out, too. How far up are you guys moving? Halt, fire in place. You guys move around. Move around. Move around. You. Missile mirror on those ones. Just as they're firing. Back. Go around, except for the flying ones that don't have to go around. You can come over here. It's taking a lot of damage. That's good. Okay, Jade Warriors, move up, start covering the flanks for us, please. You stay in reserve in case I need you later. You come here. That's not ideal. Okay, we've already killed a Harpy. Let's focus on the Screamers. Don't try to kill the Lord. Forsaken are killing some, essentially, chaff, and we're okay with that. Archers are all firing at something, and anything is better than nothing, honestly. It's... Doesn't matter as much what you're shooting. Now that the Chaos Knights are in range, though, do shoot them. Halberds go cover for me. Almost have enough for an Ancestral Warrior. Almost. Keyword. And Longma Riders did the work of the gods in the backfield. Good for you. Chase off those Forsaken. Make sure they don't come back. You guys do that. Archers are focusing down those guys. Forsaken are chasing around Peasant Horsemen, which is not worth their time, so we take those. You move a little bit away. And I do have an Ancestor Summon that I can use at a later date. These guys' leadership is so low. Break them again. Break them again. Fuck, they're rallying. Run away. Run away. Okay. Break it through the front line in some spaces. Dodge that. You guys are still chasing me around, which is annoying, but not terrible for me. Long riders are back. Come over here. Peasant horsemen are doing their best. What are these? Forsaken? Don't love that. Don't love that. What is this? Ancestral warriors, come over here. You this way. Archers that exist. Turn and fire. Jade warriors. You recharge just to stop them. These peasant horsemen need to run away for just now.
So be it.
There's nothing really good to missile mirror. He went pretty heavy on melee.
Bringing harmony.
Move in formation. Move as we.
Okay, don't love that. Ancestral warriors. Walk at him. Just keep him out of my hair for a second.
Dragons.
Defend the realm.
Keep him out of my hair.
For the Emperor.
The real Jade Warriors stay back with me, rally some peasants. We are behind on the balance of power. It feels like it's going okay, but he does have a lot left, I guess. There's this, fighting that lord, good for you.
A new path.
The celestial faithful.
We really need to take out these Chaos Knights while we can.
Jade warrior. Harmonious rough. Bring in harmony.
Maybe I had too many archers. That's what I'm noticing here.
Draw. Archers.
Seeking opportunity.
And another Ancestral Warrior, really wrap them up.
Repositioning.
Crossbowman.
Okay, you guys, what is that, Final Trans or some shit? Yeah, it's Final Trans.
Minds as one.
Okay, we have a bunch of halberds running around. Don't know if it's gonna matter.
Celestial fury.
Warrior crossbow.
Let's get our crossbows out,
Bringing
if we can.
harmony.
Run away.
Formation.
Long Marauders, do your best to fight those Screamers.
Overwhelmed. Descendant of dragons.
These Zinch forces are annoyingly sticky.
Never conquered.
Just get out if you can. Fight over there.
Stone and steel.
Bounce Power is not a fan of us. Oh, 8 Peasant Horsemen. That'll turn the tide.
Shogun
Fucking
gun
epic,
sorcerer.
bro.
Jade crossbows.
Okay. So we need to start finishing some stuff off. Oh, Chaos Knights don't crumble, do they? They're just gonna come back. Bastards. Forsaken. Blue Horrors, Forsaken. They are just gonna grind us out. I don't have a whole lot of muscle left. This worked better than the cannons and Giselles. But I need more. I need more bodies.
Peasant archers.
Well, live and learn. I won't waste anybody's time here. We're done. Okay. You're gonna be losing with land battles? Believe in yourself. Okay, find your opponents. So, making a new lobby as a spectator. At a move, you are up versus Storm. Okay. Long Riders, rough value. They did get a little outclassed in this guy. Jade Warriors did okay. Peasant Archers did okay. Peasant Long Spearmen still being the chads they usually are. Not as much. It's really hard to tell values with those shields, though. Chaos Knights of Zinch. Oh, they didn't do that well. I would have thought they would have done better. Okay, host battle, spectator. Boop. And then invite the lads. Invite. Map. I'll catch up with chat in a second. Map. Peak Hunger. We'll go there. These are the maps we'll be using for the Anticity ladder, so I'm just double checking and making sure they're okay. Alright, cannons should be brought in every Cathay battle period for the sound they make. The sound design on the artillery in this game, perfect. Perfect. Honestly, the animations also look really good. Like, the cannonballs of Tzeentch just look incredible. Lobby picks 1, bans 1. Other than that, fruit rules. A move is going Kislev, banning ogres. So our first Kislev of the day. Okay. Anyway, back to chat. Peasant Horseman Pog, Tzeentch is really annoying. 260 kill Forsaken with barely any damage taken. Tzeentch should not really be tanky at all and forces the player to use mobility and shield to constantly reposition and avoid melee. That's true. You had some success with Rocket with cows if it can be protected. Oh, the Hellblaster, like, not the Hellblaster, I always say that. The rocket battery for Cathay. Yeah, probably. I'm still figuring out the Tzeentch matchup. As Cathay, I feel super comfortable in Nurgle because it's an incredibly good matchup for Cathay, so it was easy to get used to. I'm working on Khorne. I have some stuff that feels okay. I feel comfortable into Slaanesh. Tzeentch, as you just saw, I'm still working on. Ogres, I feel pretty good. Kislev, Spartan in the chat, has shown me a lot of builds. I haven't gotten to play against Kislev a lot, but I like some of his builds that I wanted to try if I ever run into somebody playing Kislev. So I'm hoping for Turin's faction where I get one of the things I'm comfortable with. But maybe not. Watch as I get matched up with Tzeentch round 1. Hubby, can you make a video explaining fruit rules? Sure, I'll make a note. I'll make a note. I can do that. We will have a video coming out soon. When Ent Ladder launches, I have 2 videos recorded and ready to go that I'll just flip to from unlisted to listed that explain how to use Ent Ladder. But if anybody wants to play land battles, we do have a ladder coming soon that's super easy to use. Fruit rules video. It sounds complicated, but it's honestly super easy. You just join Discord, you go into one channel and hit !Q, and it'll match you up with someone. You can message them, set up your games. It gives you a ranking, so the more you play, the more you get matched against people your skill. It's really intuitive. Sergash saying Tzeentch is a tough faction to deal with. What do you think of domination mode? One stupid boy. I like domination mode to play for fun. I'm not very competitive at domination mode, and it feels very gamey, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know. For me, it's kind of a for fun side thing, but I'm not really big on tournaments with it. I also don't love casting it. When people send me domination replays, I've cast a few, but I kind of feel like I have a hard time talking about it. Because if you get some sick play like, oh man, dude, that cav flank was nuts and took out this entire unit, that's why, never mind, they just respawned it, doesn't matter. You think Tzeentch is hard for Cathay too? Maybe. I haven't played it enough to really say what's good and bad for Cathay. Fruit rules changed, doing a video on that people might reference could be an issue. Jeremy, that's a good point. I will have to think about that. Tzeentch is too good with their barriers and blue fire. The blue fire of Tzeentch is a little overkitted at the moment. I like the barriers mechanic. Maybe some of the numbers need to be tweaked, but I think it's unique. And I'm always for unique and interesting things as long as they encourage interactive gameplay. Kairos is a bin chicken, Hayden. Are you allowed to play Undivided in the King of the Hill? You can ask your opponent. If they say sure, then sure, but if they don't want to play against Undivided, I understand that. Age of Empires 1 tournament when? Never! I don't even play Age of Empires 2. I played 3. So what do we have? For A-Move Hacker, we have 3 Kislevite Horse Archers, 1 Warbear Rider, an Ice Witch of Ice. What is with the ice? I don't get it. Like, I talked about it in a replay that I don't remember if it's out yet or not, but I just think Tempest is a better lore of Magic. We'll see. He has Ice Sheet and Heart of Winter. 2 Griffin Legions, the Zargard, Armored Kossar, Zargard, and Zargard. A very elite Zargard. Jesus. He's deploying against this rock, so he has 1 guaranteed flank. That is fine, and he's away from the White Lion. So that's fine deployment. On Slanesh's side, we have Demonettes, Marauders, Demonettes. Ooh, Exalted Demonettes. Fancy. Marauders, Demonettes, Chaos Furies, and some Heartseekers with Nakari. If Nakari has Pendulum, I'm not super sure what that box is going to do. Or do you even have Pendulum? Do you have that crazy... that, all the slicing blades come down? No. Maybe Nakari will have a problem killing all of them then? The Zargard box? Maybe? But from my experience, Nakari just doesn't give a shit about infantry. He tends to just sprint through them infinitely. So, we'll see. These Horse Archers are going to do a lot of work. I get the idea of wanting to box versus Slaanesh. They have Devastating Flanker, which doubles their charge bonus when attacking the rear flank of an enemy, and the natural inclination is to not let them do that. A thing I am noticing with 3 is there's not a lot of great ways to punish a box. Pendulum's overpowered right now. It's literally broken, but again, I have a video coming out about this, but almost all other damage magic types feel really underwhelming in the game right now, and I can't figure out why. And Tissy and I talked about it on stream, but we were using Wind Blast versus, who was he fighting? It was one of the demons. And he's using Wind Blast on something that had, like, 15 armor, and that's it. So it's not like it has armor or anything that's stopping Wind Blast, and it just did no damage. But then he fought some Norskin Marauders, the Game 2 units that are ported over in the campaign, and it was annihilating Marauders like it did in Game 2. So it's not like a stats thing, it's weird. It's like a feeling thing. But anyway, with most damage spells besides Pendulum sucking really bad, boxing is actually very effective in this game right now, which isn't great. Because there's a lot of rush factions or slow push factions, but there's not a ton of artillery factions. And like the artillery factions are the ones doing the boxing. Cathay and or Kislev, sometimes Ogres. I don't know. I have to say, I just found your stream, went back to watch the first battles, and manual firing the Cathay rocket blimp was an inspired choice. Thanks. I've always been a fan of manual firing artillery. I did in Game 2 a good amount. I think it's like, it can be a meme, but it's not always a meme. To sometimes just get more value out of your cannons if there's nothing else you need to micro at the moment. Rusty, not a fan of the box play. Clanmate of A-Move. And now I can start casting the game as the skirmish phase is over. So, Kislevite Horse Archers have been doing a good amount of damage waiting for Slaanesh to get involved, but now that the melee has started, they aren't going to be as favored. Trying to get away from these Furies. Don't want to commit with the Griffin Legion for some reason. I guess they're worried they might get caught up in all of these infantry. That is a big fancy-looking spell. Don't really know what it does, and no one's in it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Nakari is in, finally. Gonna sprint through some Armored Kossars. Taking a good amount of damage from poke from somewhere. Man, we need a blob punishment spell right here. I don't know if Nakari has any spells that can do it. That purple lash of Slaanesh doesn't seem like it does too much, but a final trans or something would be nuts. One Chaos Fury is already fading away. Meanwhile, in the back, 2 different Heartseekers of Slaanesh are piling up onto the same unit. They will want to pull back and get out of there, especially now that the Griffin Legion is also piling in. What is that? That's the Blizzard. Blizzard from the Ice Switch. These guys will need to pull out of here. Though, using such an expensive spell on the low armored targets of Marauders, it's not going to get the best value, unfortunately. But the Exalted Demonettes are also caught in it a little bit, so that's pretty good. Snow Leopard Summon has already been popped. The Horse Archers are feeling the burn, Mr. Krabs. They're feeling it. Warbear Riders and Griffin Legion are extending out a little bit far. If these Heartseekers turn around and take the fight with them now that they're outside the Zargard, that'll probably be pretty good, especially with your own flanking Demonettes. And it looks like A-Move knows this and tries to pull back into the box, so he's going to take some trade damage on the far side. The front of the front line's going poorly for Slaanesh. The sides are going actually decently well. What is this? Ice Sheet? So it's just a slow. It looks impressive, but it's just a slow. Nakari is going to be a big problem. We mentioned it beforehand, and it is still true. He can run through infantry all day. That Snow Leopard Summon is temporary, right? Right? Wait, where's, like, the timer? I swore that it wasn't permanent. Okay, literally died just there for no reason. They need to add a timer for that. Anyway, Nakari's going to do this. All day long, he's going to sprint through your lines, take out your lord, lower your leadership, and do that. The only things that can stop him are the Warbears and the Griffin Legions, which are currently busy. They're busy elsewhere. They can't stick around to defend the Ice Switch, and, you know, Nakari's having a field day. He's sprinting around. This Ice Witch is already having a bad time. He's casting free little spells all over, and I think he gets healing from anything that dies near him, unless he didn't take that item. It looks like he didn't. Really? He didn't take the one that heals you? Oh, there it is. Yep, Harvesters of Souls. Good. So he can regen up for everything that dies around him. Unbreakable passive is popped, but that is not an Undying passive. She is toast. Without her, Kislev will start to fall apart. Slaanesh is back ahead on the balance of power. Once their unbreakable passives wear off, you can see they will start breaking en masse. Warbear Riders are running. The Griffin Legion should be running as soon as that wears off. And Nakari is going to solo carry the rest of this game. Did the demon units have spell resistance? No, that's only Cornate Bloodletters, I believe. Shard spells last the box. Yeah, the Corn Bloodletters do. Isn't camping against the cliff a rule break? Not if the cliff is not connected to the side of the map, which it isn't. Do cannons still shoot twice if you direct control? I can't remember. They did in Game 2. Slicker? I don't know if they do. I don't remember them firing twice in Game 2, and I did auto-fire cannon, manual fire cannons a lot. So I don't know if they do. You hope Nakari has a bombardment. Nakari doesn't, but Nakari didn't need it. Aside from that, the Heartseekers of Slaanesh got really good value. So did the Demonettes. All the Marauders died, as is their right, and the Chaos Furies had nothing to go fight. For Kislev, Ice Switch did well. Griffin Legion and Warbears underperformed. And then the Kossars and Zargard were holding forever, but they had nothing. It was all anvil, no hammer. Who would win, Nakari versus Kolek? Probably Nakari, but I'm not sure. Probably Nakari, but not sure. All right, Kiara's up, then Void Lulls. Get in the lobby. Pick one, ban one. Your opponent wants to play Demons of Chaos. Do you allow it or no? I need to find the next map. Map pool. Let's do Gore Gateway. All right. Then Void Lulls is up after Kiara. Button Eyes Mark is up after Void Lulls. Then we have nothing. Stormrunner, you could actually Vanguard. You missed that in Domination mode. Oh yeah, Domination mode, the Vanguard moves you up like 20 feet. That's it. Zergash is cheering for Kiara. Good, good, good. I don't know why I'm doing this with so much with my hands today, but I am. Storm. Okay. Zinch ban Kislev. We get more Zinch play today. Now that I can see their army, though, I need a blocker of some kind. I know what one I should do from a business perspective, but I also know everybody's going to hate me. Oh well, we'll do it anyway. It's a smart thing to do for our channel. Done this. Boop. Alright. There. I did it. I know, you've all heard about it a lot, but just in case people haven't heard about it, like people popping in and out. We'll have the blocker up for the board game. I know. Some of the more diehard people are like, shut up about it. I'm sorry. If you don't know what it is, I made a board game. It's pretty sweet. Links in the description for the website where we sell it. There's also a video that shows what the game is. So we won't go into it too much here. We'll just use the blocker and tell you to go look at it elsewhere if you want that. Human boy has flappy hands. Flappy hands. Rusty, I am also ready for the old world factions to come back, dude. I miss my Skaven. I miss him. What clan? If you're referring to what clan are you and A Move a part of, it's RTK. The Round Table Knights. Predicting that including all the upcoming DLC, this game will cost more than the mortgage on your house. You know what you could spend that money on instead of this game? My game! Oh. Ah. What do you think about Tzeentch? What is the best faction deal with them? Tzeentch is one of the factions I know the least about. In domination mode, I've had a lot of success against them as Khorne because the dog spam is really good versus Tzeentch. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know what's good against Tzeentch. I mean, Stormrunner already picked Khorne into them, so maybe he agrees and thinks that's fine. Rusty, you miss your chosen and blorks. Alright. Hazel's probably going to follow me, but I am going to ready up and go quickly to the restroom. So here is a Hazel cam as she is almost inevitably going to get up and follow me. BRB. Every time. Every time you come with me. Silly pop. Silly puppy. What are you looking all sheepish about? What's with this sheepish pup? Come on, sheepish pup. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, silly pup. I'm back. So is Hazel. Look at her. Look at her go back to her bed. Oh, we love the pup. Device is not available. Like hell it isn't. Probably need to get a better camera. It's a little more stable. If you even bump this one, it thinks it disconnected. Figure it out over there, bud. Hey, stop it. Stop it! Uh-oh, now the cat's coming. It only gets worse. Alright, I'm back. You'd rather buy Anthrax? Thanks, Heather. The little cat falling after them. Yeah, we have a clingy dog. A clingy pup. Hey, I'm back. Alright, camera's working again. Working on builds. Looks like They're mostly done. Mostly. When I go back and forth between their builds, they aren't moving around too much. I am very curious about Stormrunner's build here. I personally don't believe in it, but I am ready to be wrong. Kiara's build is interesting too. I gotta think on this one. I've never seen it like this before. Largely depends on one unit that I don't really want to hover over, or it'll give it away. So we'll have to see in game. But this is a different Tzeentch build than I've seen. Alright, he's ready. Let's get into it. So, Kiara's relying on Chaos Spawn. Hey, get out of the way. Hey, there you go. Which is interesting. I have not seen a lot of Chaos Spawn out of Tzeentch, ever. I am curious. Now, it would deal with the dogs okay. And it has good mass to block up chariots or whatever from being able to run rampant. Huh. I mean, we'll see how it does. My only concern with taking Chaos Spawn against Khorne is they're not heavily armored. They're only 10 armor. And usually here I just run dog spam, at least on domination mode, which again is a different animal. But with Flesh Hounds, I feel like they would tear the spawn apart. It does not appear we are getting any Flesh Hounds, though, because on the other side, we have a weird build from Stormrunner. Exalted Bloodthirster, double Skull Cannon, double Blood Crusher? No, one Blood Crusher, one Gorby's Chariot, a couple Furies in the Sky, 2 of them, and then Bloodletters, Chaos Warriors, Exalted Bloodletters, and Chaos Warriors. This is a weird build. This is a weird Khorne build. I have no idea if it's going to work. My instincts tell me no, but I'm happy to be wrong. Hey, Ryan G, how you doing? 1 Herald of Khorne, double Cultist, plus 5 Warriors of Chaos, a lot of dogs and Furies, maybe it works. True. Ryan G, I'll answer that in a second. For Kiara's side, we have blue horrors of Tzeentch across the front line. Looks like 5 of them. We do have 2, 3 Forsaken of Tzeentch. That's pretty typical. And 1 Flamer. The Trip Chaos Spawn is new, and I'm excited to see it. Double Furies and 2 Screamers. Are the Screamers of Tzeentch any good? Because in campaign, they feel terrible. Whenever the Tzeentch AI spams Screamers into me, they just suck and die. So I don't know what to think about them. And the Lord is not Kairos. It is Herald of Tzeentch of Metal with Final Trans and Searing Doom. Cool, cool. How do you rate Great Cannons, Dwarf Cannons, VC Cannons? Vampire Coast. Oh, okay. Usually they're VP, because Vampire Counts is also VC. Where would you put them tier-wise? Dwarven Cannons are the top. Probably A tier. Cathay Cannons and Empire Cannons would be next to each other in, like, B tier. They're tied. They're almost the same unit. And then Vampire Coast Cannons are at the bottom. They are the worst, but they're also unbreakable. So they kind of get away with that. And you can heal them. But them on their own, without the support of the rest of the army, like casting Invocations and Heck on them or more powder or anything, they're probably the worst. Yeah. Is this game 3 Chariots bugged or nerfed? I feel like they were super weak while Warsled from Kislev are so OP. The Slaanesh Chariots are bugged. They're bugged. They don't do very much. The Warsleds of Kislev do what a chariot should do. Like, I think the Warsleds of Kislev are more like what the other chariots should be. Okay. Stormrunner's messaging me that I'm ready, and I'm like, I'm not... I'm not your opponent. I can't do anything about the situation. Anyway. Chariots should be able to run over infinite infantry, and they should be in real trouble once they get next to monstrous infantry, single entities, or cav, which Warsleds are. The problem with Slaanesh's chariots is they just don't kill anything well, for some reason. But I have a video coming out about that soon. And I've been saying that a lot today because we have so many fucking videos! I have, at this moment, 17 videos unlisted just sitting on my YouTube page waiting to be released. There's just too much content. Anyway. Big old Tzeentchian Air Force immediately gets into the fight with the Chaos Furies of Khorne. The other Chaos Furies are coming, and it's interesting that Tzeentch is the one that's going to back off here, outnumbering them 2-1. But the Exalted Bloodthirster is coming, and I forgot that he can toggle flying, so that's why he started on the ground. Him coming over, it's going to be a big, powerful single entity, and he will win. And see, the Screamers of Tzeentch, man, they're losing to Chaos Furies, which are like sky chaff. Anyway, Khorne did get into the fight like they wanted. Flamers of Tzeentch are trying to hit in here. It looks like they're getting some decent shots. Only a little bit of friendly fire, but they are having a little bit of issues seeing over the mass. Double Skull Cannon is firing in. I still don't really know how to rate them. They feel a little underwhelming as far as cannons go. And then they're just kind of meh chariots, but that's that. Exalted Bloodthirster is destroying the sky fight. One Screamer of Tzeentch is already dead. The other's down to half health. These Furies are getting 2v1'd, though the Khorne Furies are starting to lose that a little bit. It looks like the Exalted Bloodthirster is going to have to come over here and show them what's what. Khorne's off to a good start. Gorby's chariots are locked up in the Chaos Spawn that we had discussed earlier, but the Blood Crushers of Khorne have almost killed the flanks effectively. Where's the second? No, there's not a second. I keep thinking there's a second. There's only one Blood Crusher unit. One Fury for each side is dead. One Screamer is dead for Tzeentch, and the other is at half health. I don't know where these guys are going. Oh, are those the Flamers? Oh, the Flamers got caught out. Somehow they got left behind with nothing held in reserve to protect them, and now they're just running. Somehow these Chaos Furies of Khorne are dying off. It looks like a couple models were still in contact with those Chaos Furies of Tzeentch. And oh no, the Blood Cannons have to keep chasing them. No, don't back off. Kill them. You have to go kill them. Don't let them turn and shoot. Oh no, that could be a huge mistake for Khorne. Oh, that was so close to being a good play. These Blood Crushers, they have a sweet rear charge here, and I get that that's tempting, but I still think you should go over and kill those Flamers. They're so squishy and weak that it'll take you almost no time, and the amount of value you'll save your army by stopping them is huge. Thankfully, they did whatever the hell that was to a giant single entity standing still in the sky. Nice spread, you colossal idiots. Exalted Bloodthirster pops some buffs. He's going to land straight on top of the Herald of Tzeentch of Metal. That's not going well for him. Balance of power does favor our Khornate friends, and will it do good damage to that chariot? Yup! Yup, it will! Oh no! I don't know if one Skull Cannon's going to really shut them down. I think the Gorbies need to come out here, and it does look like they have attack orders to come over here, or are they just trying to lock up this guy? They should definitely shut down the Flamers. The Flamers are a way bigger problem than some random asshole that the Exalted Bloodthirster can just chase down all day. Khorne's front line is looking very tired and very tattered, but they did their work. Tzeentch isn't loving life either at the moment. Lord for Tzeentch is dead, and with that the game will probably belong to Khorne as long as they take out the goddamn Flamers. Please do that. Yes, there's an attack order that you'll love to see. Good, good, good. Double Skull Cannons will finish off the last of the Furies, and Khorne has this in the bag, as long as the Flamers are shut down. Lindsay, how you doing? Jeremy saying, in tabletop Screamers are so good, I hate the implementation in Total War. I just don't see them do anything ever. They feel like the world's most expensive chaff unit in the sky. And then you might as well get Furies, because they do more for less money, is what it feels like. There goes army losses, though. Khorne will defeat Tzeentch. Feels pretty good. Pretty good. Not even dog spam. That's the extra scary part. Void, you're up. Pick one, ban one. And Storm will remain on the hill. And we have a kitty. Hey, buddy. Everybody say hi to Ed. Ed's a good boy. Yeah, he is. Look at that little man. Look at that little man. Oh. Oh, and he loves his scratches. GG, Kiara. You tried. You tried. Who's this good boy? Oh, we love him. We love him. Your name's Ed, and you're very nice. Alright. Cavalry did well. Chariots got shut down super hard. Skull cannons honestly didn't get that much value either. Bloodletters and Chaos Warriors did good work. Chaos Furies did fine. Exalted Bloodthirster did quite well. Herald of Tzeentch did okay. Spawn did well. They blocked a lot of stuff. Their value doesn't show it, but they stopped those chariots from infinitely running around. Flamers had a hard time getting value. Forsaken of Tzeentch performed okay. Screamers did nothing. Furies did like 3 times as much as the Screamers. Alright. Blue Horrors, not amazing value. They seem to have a hard time against Khorne. GG, well played. Is the lobby bugged? I had. I'm gonna... Dope. Lobby's bugged. No! Okay, it was just super laggy. Okay, we'll get Void. Void. Where are you? I wonder how his computer's gonna fare with Warhammer 3, because I didn't previously have lag issues. And I struggled to connect to Void on Warhammer 2. And then with Warhammer 3, I have lag issues with a lot of people. So I wonder if his internet will just shut down entirely. Look at the handsome man. Look at this distinguished gentleman. Oh, yes, so distinguished. Hold on. Now, I said it out loud. I have to play that. Your screen froze? Yeah, it looked like we were having some lobby problems. While we try to find Void... Hold on. I need to play this sound clip. Grace has been playing it all the time around the house. And that's how I feel about Ed right now.
Gentlemen, look at the way he is sitting. Yes. Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at the way he is sitting. Yes.
Very distinguished. That's how I feel. All right, where's Void? Code? Void, I thought we were friends. Why do you need a code? There you go. There you go. No name. Perfect. No name is Void. We need a map. Map. The gross green. Let's get a Nurgle map. We haven't played a Nurgle map yet. The gross green. Maps, set, Void, pick one, ban one. Congrats on the 1K subs. Hey, thanks, man. We worked extremely hard to get here. And it's funny, man. It's funny. We stagnated for so long at the end of Warhammer 2. We just got, like, no subs. Like, getting 1 sub a day was a good fucking day. And then... Warhammer 3 came out, and we didn't get a lot more subs. And then randomly, some of my, like, 30-second meme clips just popped the fuck off. Like, a couple of those videos got over 100,000 views, if you didn't notice that. And we got a lot of subs from there. So I don't know how many of those new subs are really going to enjoy live streams or tournaments like we normally do. But we'll see. I'm not going to become just a meme channel, though. I'm still going to do tournaments and shit. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just if they don't like it. We do a little bit of everything. I hope that they don't just see that the channel isn't only memes and leave. That would be sad, but hopefully they stick around. Who's this good boy? You forgot to set off skirmish mode? Yeah. In domination mode, that's really difficult because your units spawn in and they have skirmish mode on. The key using screamers is to pull them out when they lose their shields. That feels like most Siege. Fake Scarbrand's super good. The Exalted Bloodthirster's nice just because he can fly. Haven't paid attention. Is Puppet Masters just intended for 2 players or can it support more? You can play as many people as you feel comfortable with, but it was only play tested for 4 people. So we did 2v2, we did 4-person free-for-all, and we balanced around that, or 1v1, obviously. If you want to include more people, just fudge the rules a bit for however you want to play it. But it's pretty amenable to as many people as you want to play. Cat, it's a cat. Yes, cat. You've only played 4 multiplayer games, but 3 of them, 2v2 or 3v3, it seems to run okay-ish for me on a 5-year-old PC. Good. KV, thanks for the bot accounts. Thanks. It's because you just want me to make a forest video. A video about the forest rules. Storm. So Void went Zinch banned corn. It looks like Stormrunner's still thinking because he's sitting on corn, which is the big illegal. Oh, buddy, you are really snuggling in, but you're also slipping off my lap, so you need to be careful about that. And you're shedding like a motherfucker. You dropping that winter coat, bud? You dropping that winter coat? You go to a little spring sale at Hot Topic and get yourself something nice. Yeah. You're an emo cat. Unconformist as can be. You'd be an emo cat too if you look just like you. We call him the moo cow around here because of his spotting. Dealing. If you are still, you could tell people in live stream to go play some single players and level up their Daniels. Yeah. So Hammond in the chat, he's gonna try to host a tournament soon. Alongside me, just sounds like I'm doing stuff, but Hammond's doing most of it. This is just the channel it'll be displayed on. But he wants to do, and Malverde had a similar idea, but Hammond was the first one to come to me about it, and his is a little more specific. Where, like, you go into campaign, and you level up a Demon of Chaos, and you save the character, and then there's a tournament where you can bring your leveled up Demon of Chaos and use him. And there's various details to it that I won't go into too much, but he was just messaging me saying, I mean, if you want to shout out your live stream and say, go play some single player and level up your guy for a tournament coming up soon, that is true. I don't know how soon, because we had the board game launch. We had Turin's Faction War. He contacted me about that, so I've been trying to get some practice time in while getting a fucking board game launched. I do have a real job that I do, taking care of Hazel Basil. My dad's birthday was yesterday. My birthday's tomorrow. I have a couple streams of Authenticity set up. Ent Ladder launches Friday. So it's been a fucking wild week. It has been super crazy, which is why we've not been doing a ton of streams. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. With the angle the camera's at, if I lean away from it, my head looks tiny. But anyway, yeah, so I was in my hometown last night visiting my dad for his birthday, and then mine's Friday. We'll stream something tomorrow. I don't know what. We're having some scheduling conflicts with our group of Logic, Anticity, Bowmore, Maiden, and myself. So there might not be that stream tomorrow. And if that's true, then I'll just stream Ent Ladder, which is competitive land battles. So there'll be a stream tomorrow of some kind. A birthday stream. I'm sitting on this map setup, by the way, because if I go back to the army, boop, you can see, since I'm hovering over a player, and I can't unhover over that player, you can see his army. So instead of a blocker, I'm just sitting on the maps, in case you're wondering what we're doing. But I am ready as soon as they are. But yeah, it would be late March. It would be late March. But campaigns take a long time, so Hammond's getting a shout out now that you should go play. Human Boy, have you thought about what factions would be significantly stronger with no sub-factions? Example, High Elves get Dryads as chaff now? I don't think High Elves will get Dryads as chaff. That seems weird. If they did, then that's fine, but it seems weird that they would get that for only the Averlorn sub-faction actually having Dryads. The whole faction just gets them. No one believes I have a real job? Fair enough. Alright. Wait, Ent Ladder is up? It's not up. It launches tomorrow. So instead of streaming Campaign with Anticity in them, I would stream it tomorrow and just play a shitload of Ent Ladder. Missing Doll, what do you mean what the hell's going on here? King of the Hill stuff. Also me just sitting and talking as we build builds. Void Laws is the winner of millions of tournaments, but he also goes to the school of planning out each build extremely meticulously, which can lead to a couple of long lobbies. All right. One of my friend's kids just drew a Mickey Mouse, and now the group chat is popping off about it because his parents are in that group chat and stuff, so that's happening. It's happening, dude. Mickey Mouse is getting drawn in my friend's house. Disney's gonna come for him, kick down the door, burn the paper. Missing Doll, what the hell is going on here? This chat? Well, the last, 7 messages have been you spamming question marks, so I'm guessing question marks are going on, dude. Oh, Void. No name is Void Laws, and if you've been a part of the tournament scene through Warhammer 2, you know he's very good and he wins a lot of tournaments. It would be kind of funny if he took this long to build his builds and then lost. But he almost never loses, so it's fine. But it would be funny if you had a 30-minute army build phase and you load up and you just get fucking dumpstered and then you leave. It's like, hey, nice job. Hammond with the $2. Happy birthday, Turin. And then a whole bunch of stuff, and then Italian hands. Thank you for the Italian hands. And yes, I am Turin now. I am the Turin. Alright, we're loading up into the game. Let's go. What was going on with the map? There was a big black splotch, but I don't see what would cause the big black splotch. Oh, it must be the maw on this side. Hammond, by the way, is one of the people, if you recently saw the balloon video, I don't think it was on this map, but there's another Nurgle map where you can, if you put your balloons underneath one of those floating islands, they'll fly all the way up to the island. And that's a very funny little bug. Oh, maybe it's in this map too. Maybe if you fly right here. Maybe? But that's the other one, the one I did the video in, that's a lot closer to the inside of the map, so you could do it easier. Happy birthday, I don't know about. My birthday's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's not today. Also, I'm not Turin, though I might be Turin. What if I am? You can't prove it. Rogue Idol might actually be viable versus Nurgle, Khorne, and Slaanesh. Maybe. Maybe. The problem with the Rogue Idol has never been its stats. The problem is its animations are jank as fuck, and sometimes it cancels itself. And by I say sometimes, 95% of the time, it cancels itself. So if it can swing at any of the Nurgle or Khorne units, yeah, Rogue Idol will be fine. Maybe. You feel like Slaanesh would deploy in the mouth? The Great Maw over here? Maybe. That's disturbing. Anyway, on to the armies. For Void Lulls, we have Kairos Fateweaver. I'm guessing Blue Fire. Pendulum and Blue Fire. Harmonic Convergence and a bunch of mana regeneration spells. We have Quadruple Forsaken of Tzeentch. We have 2 Pink Horrors. Wow, those are the first Pink Horrors we've seen today. 5 Blue Horrors. 3 Furies, and 2 Screamers. Kairos is going to have to do some heavy lifting. Rusty, it's your dog's birthday? Dude, Rusty has the cutest fucking dog. It deserves the best birthday. It's so cute. What is the species? I don't want to get it wrong, but it kind of has those really floppy ears, and its color pattern is just really cute. Oh, I can't do it justice. 4, Stormrunner, who has been tearing up this King of the Hill today. We have Castellan, Double Griffin Legion, Ice Guard with swords. Ooh, Ice Guard. A lot of new stuff today. Armored Kossars across the front line, 1 Little Grom, 1 Tempest Frost Maiden, with Hailstorm, and then the Cocoon that'll try to keep her alive. Plus 2 Horse Archers. I am worried these Ice Guard are just going to get Pendulum to death, but we will see. Your scream looks depressed? I don't know what that means. I didn't scream. King Charles Cavalier? Yeah. Yeah, he's cute. Wait, what's my mom's dog? It's not that. It's... My mom's dog is a little bit more wiener dog looking, but it's something along those lines. It's a little small pupperino. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Ed with the shed. Sent him to the doggy spa for the day. He had a facial, a paw soak, cut and wash, and yet pays no rent at my house. Dude, get him to pay some rent. You ever played The Sims? In The Sims, your dogs can get jobs. Dogs with jobs. After this match, Buttonized Mark will get in, and that is the last person signed up for the King of the Hill, so I don't know how much longer the stream will go after that, but we'll be going about 2 hours. Castellan? Oh, it's Castalton. That's right. Sorry. I don't run into him a lot. Castalton. Mr. Hammond. This world in the game looks depressing. I mean, so green and meh. That's Nurgle for you, dude. Though I've heard Nurgle is actually a pretty happy chappy. I don't know these things. I'm not super big on the Chaos lore of Warhammer. I'm learning. But a lot of Nurgle fanatics say that he's a pretty happy dude. Green looks yellow? Are you talking about the allies? Like, Stormrunner's units are yellow? Because that is true, they are yellow. I can explain why in a little bit, but people stop signing up after seeing Void Balls. Actually, dude, Rusty, at the start of the stream we had 3 people signed up. Some more signed up as the stream went on, but I was worried I was going to have to cancel today, because for a while it was just me and Deadly Bunnies, and then a couple people signed up, and it was like, 3 isn't really enough to do a stream, so might just call it a day. Nurgle's pretty happy in fantasy. Alright. This bottom is green and yellow. So if anybody's wondering why these are yellow, I picked yellow as the custom color for my allies in campaign, and it's apparently what the player, quote-unquote, is in when I'm spectating. But I didn't want green because my armies are green, and I couldn't tell my allies from my enemies. And I didn't want blue because of this. Tzeentch already has blue on his bars. So the Ice Guard with swords get fucking murdered by that Pendulum, already popping their Unbreakable passive, and it takes out half the health of an Armored Corsair unit as well. Griffin Legion and Castalton are charging in, trying to get a little bit of free poke damage, but it's not so free anymore, and Castalton needs to get in for a quick heal, which he is trying to do. He only hit one of the 2 Griffin Legions, though, so that's pretty bad. Horse Archers are now dueling with the blue and pink hordes of Tzeentch, which does not go well for them in most worlds. Though the Armored Kossars actually take almost no damage from these blue hordes, that's good to know. Urgh! Cat hair on my nose. Pissing me off. Making me sad. Little Grom is moving up through his front line. Something about his attack orders isn't working out, where he can't see his target, so he thinks he has to move into melee range. That's pretty tragic. A Hailstorm is going to try to hit Furies, though they will dodge it, and this is looking a little tough for the old Kizlevites. Screamers of Tzeentch charge it to die, as they have been all day. And Castalton and his Griffin homies are going to take them out quite effectively. Pendulum deletes almost yet another entire infantry unit. And it's very balanced. Kairos is going to have to carry this game, though. The rest of his army is struggling a little bit. Even Horse Archers are going to just plow into the blue hordes of Tzeentch. I wouldn't be surprised if the pink horrors focused him, but it looks like all the horrors are going to focus on Little Grom and trying to tear him down. They're not doing the most damage at this moment, but it'll start to add up soon. Griffin Legion's still doing okay. Did a lot of damage to the Screamers. They'll want to avoid these double Forsaken. Ooh, that is big. Keeping both. Out of 3 Forsaken, you're keeping 2 of them off the front line. Wait, 4. So half of the real infantry of Tzeentch hasn't been here yet. They're just chilling. And that's a pretty good win for Kislev. Balance power still kind of even, leaning towards Tzeentch a little bit. And Kairos might even dive into melee combat with Little Grom. Take him out? Possibly? Guess it's not going to do it. I guess his melee stats are garbage. 35-20. The hail, what is it? Hailstorm? Yeah, the hailstorms haven't been really connecting. That's kind of bad. I've seen at least 2 of them miss, maybe 3. And that is a tragedy. Little Grom's doomed. Kislevites Horse Archers being left in melee with the Blue Horrors of Tzeentch. The Blue Horrors will win that over time. Just through their sheer mass, and it looks like they're going to try and pin Kairos on the ground, but he just flies even though he was in melee combat. So that's cool. Thanks, Kairos, you piece of shit. Fly away then. And I do think Kislev will lose the grind fight here. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why the camera's being so dumb. Sorry, Mark. Another brutal pendulum. Goodbye, armored Kossars. Goodbye. Oh, what else is there even to say about this? Screamers of Tzeentch running in to try and hold down the Griffin Legion, though they are going to get killed. Griffin Legion are going to pull out. Nice move from Storm as the big spell will come down. They'll dodge most of the worst of it, and that'll be fine. Camera's back. Congratulations. Blue Horrors of Tzeentch will get charged by the Griffin Legion, who are trying to carry this game on their back, though I don't think, much like my game versus Tzeentch, they can kill all these Forsaken. Tzeentch Forsaken are just workhorses. They're so crazy tanky for some reason. I guess 85 armor and the shields, but they only have 20 melee defense. You think they'd take a little bit more in return. Decent Hailstorm, does a little bit of poke, forces the Forsaken off of the Ice Witch so she can run away. Frost Maiden, sorry, it's the hero version. This is looking a little over. Why everyone talk about this game? Elden Ring is too good, you're just playing that a lot. I've wanted to go play Elden Ring. I'm a huge Dark Souls fan, but I've been busy with life and board game and this game, so I haven't been streaming enough of this game even. Button Eyes Mark, you're going to do great. You're going to do great. Griffin Legions, got okay value. Little Grom didn't, unfortunately. Stalton did it okay. Armored Kossars honestly did fine, considering that they're just chaff units. Horse Archers didn't have much to do, and the Ice Guard got Pendulum, but otherwise got decent value. Honestly, it was pretty good value. Kairos, almost 2,000. Forsaken, really nice damage values, and they're still very healthy. Screamers died a horrific death. Pink Horrors, one of them didn't get anything done, the other one did plenty. Furies, mixed but not great. And Blue Horrors, mixed. Tzeentch Forsaken have like 40% spell resist? They do? Wait, they do? Why? That's so fucked up. What does Nurgle have? Fucking nothing. Nurgle doesn't have shit. Didn't you say Pendulum was banned? No, I said Pendulum's not banned. Not for this. It is in most tournaments, and it might be for Ent Ladder. We're working with the rules team to see if it's going to be banned or not. But for this King of the Hill, it just felt too complicated. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. This King of the Hill, there's no prize. Just kind of like playing. So Button Eyes Mark, you are up. And this might be the last game of the stream, unless anybody else signs up. But I will otherwise go and get my other shit done that I should have done a while ago. You went metal because I thought Pendulum was banned? No caster, Kislev is the way to go. Double Patriarchs is so much better than their lures. I don't know about that. I mean, I still prefer having a caster to not. Sorry, I gotta get a map set. What's the map pool? Watcher Ruins? Sure. Map set, pick one, ban one. Nice. You went out of your way to avoid it twice, and my anti-OP magic strat for the Ice Guard didn't work. Yeah. Pendulum's too good. I also feel... Sorry, I got distracted. Pendulum, I feel like it wouldn't be as broken if... Sorry. Anyway, sorry. I feel like Pendulum wouldn't be as broken if your units were responsive. But I don't know about you guys. Even, like, in my first game, where something was coming in, I don't remember if it was Pendulum or it was some form of damaging spell. And I told my peasant spearmen, who aren't archers, you have no reload time or excuse. Because in Warhammer 2, that was the big thing about the elves, is they stood in really straight lines, and then if they're reloading their bows, they won't move. But even my peasant spearmen, I'm like, get the fuck out of there. And they all need to pack up their suitcases, write their wills, think about what they're going to have for dinner, they leave the stove on, and then the spell hits them in the face, and then they start to run. So it's like your units feel so sluggish and unresponsive that even if a spell wasn't fast, which Pendulum's fast as shit, you just can't dodge it. So I feel like it's both the spell is broken right now, and it's doing too much damage. It's doing more damage than CA wanted it to do. But I also think the way the game works is hurting Pendulum a lot, because it's just, you can't dodge it. Bowmore, how much longer are you going? However long we have people. However long we have people. Story-wise, so Slicker Master's talking about Elden Ring. You don't need any of the previous Soul series, but it may be difficult for newer players since it's very different than most games I have played. Oh, I spammed those games, dude. I love them. They're great. Though I will say you have to find out most of the plot through, like, YouTube videos. Okay. What do you gain from their lores over Double Patriarch? It's all way too overcosted, and the Patriarch buffs are just better and free. I suppose, but it feels bad to leave magic on the table. I think those hailstorms, if they had hit, do a lot of damage. Yeah. But I'd have to play around with Kislev more to really know if it's worth it, Ryan G. Also realized you didn't have Boris unlocked. I also don't have Boris unlocked. I need to play some campaign for him or something. Okay. So he's going Tzeentch. He wanted to switch to Kislev, but I noticed it too late, and Void Laws had already picked Nurgle into Tzeentch, so... Which is weird, because it feels like Tzeentch, on paper, would... On paper, all the fire damage and range damage feels like it'd be good into Nurgle, so I'll be very curious what Void does. Hazel's upset. Hazel's upset. Also, what does the tickling tundra look like? I have no idea. It's Slaanesh, so it's probably just a bunch of dicks. Probably. It's Nurgle's worst matchup. Well, Void picked into it, so... Maybe he's just having some fun. Maybe he knows the secret Nurgle tech. I don't know. Elden Ring has added notes, and for lore, gotta give him that's that even if it's not worth tons, it's better than trying to remember where you found an item and reading its description and trying to remember dialogue. Yeah, Elden Ring is good. I don't know. I mean, I might stream it if people want it whenever I get around to playing it, which will probably be like a month from now. But I usually play Souls game with some music in the background, chilling. Maybe have a stream up on the other screen, just kind of play it. So I don't know if I'd be the most interactive streamer for a Souls game. I don't know. I also tend to play nights. I almost always play a night the first time I play a Dark Souls game, and then my second or third runs, I'll do other stuff. But heavy armor, two-handed greatsword, or shield and sword, but usually the two-handed greatsword. Because I just love knights. Slicker Masher, you English good? You English fine. You English fine. Cathay peasants are surprisingly way better than I thought they'd be. Bretonian peasants wish they could be them. Yeah, dude. We were talking about it at the start of the stream, but the Cathay peasants are just wildly cost effective. They're so good for 350, which is weird. We had a long conversation about it at the start, but the short version is, I think it's the charge reflection is what makes them so buff. Because I did open up Warhammer 2 and compare their stats, and their stats are actually super close to Empire Spearmen, but they just murder everything. Buttonized Mark, don't you worry about it, dude. You're gonna do fine. You're gonna do fine. His name is literally no name. He's a nobody. You got this. You're gonna kick his ass. All right. Tranquillo, hey boys, what is the general consensus about domination in this chat so far? That's a good question. I don't know about chat. I like it for fun, but I prefer land battles in general. The domination's okay. Faith builds are not either broken or OP. Sorry. Faith builds are actually not either broken or OP or nerfed to hell. I think since some of their spells are OT. PvP seems less like it'll be less balanced. IDK only support. Are you talking about Elden Ring still, Slicker Mash, or are you talking about this game? I'm confused. Because Ryan G was talking about Gestalten's lore, the lore of like Kislev or the Orthodoxy or whatever you want to call it. So I'm not sure which one you're talking about. They also have charge defense versus all. Yeah. Charge reflection was a neat idea, but I don't think it's going to be a very good mechanic. Because it just makes basic spears so good. And it's like, if you're an Empire player, you almost always took spearmen over swordsmen anyway. So this charge reflection can't help the situation of, if you were going to go with chaff spears. Because they're too good. They have anti-large, they have a higher melee defense than their sword variant usually, and then now they have charge reflection. It's like, why would you ever take a sword of anything? Bretonian men-at-arms, just take men-at-arms with spears. You know, spearmen on the Empire roster is cheaper than swordsmen, and they're apparently just better. So it's like, I don't know. It seems like a weird design choice to me. And charge reflection, like, who needed it? We just got out of the 20 stack meta, and some people, like, we've had arguments on the stream about whether or not we got out of the 20 stack meta at all. I would say we did. Other people would say we didn't. But like, making base infantry so strong against cavalry. Like, oh god, I've said this like 20 times this stream, but I have a video coming out about it soon. I did some tests that charging cavalry in this game just do no damage for some reason. And then charge reflection was a new mechanic added to the game, so it's even worse. Like, I was charging something without charge reflection, I was doing nothing. I was taking more damage on the trades than they. If you charge something that has that, you're just gonna get murdered. So cavalry fucking sucks for some reason. I don't know why that is, because they ended Warhammer 2 with the Cav beta going live. So they fixed cavalry, and then when this game came out, they broke it worse than before the Cav nerf. I don't get it. Like, I applied to CA for a partnership, and they're still reviewing the application, so I can't just make a video roasting the absolute shit out of them. But if they get to hour 2 of this live stream and they see this, then more power to them. But like, I legitimately think that was a god-awful design decision. I don't think that's a bug. I think it was a design choice, and it's fucking garbage. Anyway, Slicker Master, you're talking about Elden Ring? Got it. Also mix Corn Warrior Halberds with Buzzsaws versus large units. Yeah. Jeremy, Nurgle mirrors, like, Vampire Count mirrors in the last game were a meme, but I honestly think they were okay. They seemed decently viable. Nurgle mirrors in this game, I had to watch one. Abysmal. Abysmally terrible. It's just 5 regenning single entities. Yeah, Bowmore, the video I show, the cavalry do literally no damage on the charge. Because I do, in the video I do Warhammer 2 and I do Warhammer 3 side by side, and you can see them. And it's like, I even get, the Bretonnian Knights Errant have almost exactly the same stats as Jade Lancers. And the charge bonus, like, not the charge bonus, the charge damage is so wildly different. It's insane. Anyway. Siu! 4 Voidlaws' Nurgle army to defeat what is considered one of the worst matchups in this game right now. He has double Soul Grinder of Nurgle. He has Nurglings, 5 Nurglings, 4 Nurgle Furies, an Exalted Great Unclean One of Nurgle, and we have 2 Nurgle Cultists. And it looks like he is trying to, not spell kite, he's trying to kite with his Soul Grinders, firing every so often, which is interesting, versus Tzeentch. Tzeentch has Blue Horrors, he has 2 Forsaken, a Flamers, Chaos Spawn, a single Exalted Flamer of Tzeentch. Exalted Flamer, I haven't seen them yet. A single entity Flamer. Huh, I wonder what kind of DPS they'll put out. I legitimately don't know. Double Chaos Fury, Kairos Fate Weaver, and Chaos Knights of Tzeentch. If you have Blue Fire, which he does, I would not be against... Pendulum's worthless. Don't use it against Nurglings. It's not worth your time. I would use your Blue Fires of Tzeentch onto the Exalted Great Unclean One. Maybe the Cultists, though they're foot characters. They'll get knocked down. Yeah, just spam those onto the Exalted Great Unclean One. Really deplete them. These grinders are... I've used them against Tzeentch before. And unless Voidballs knows something I don't, he's just going to run out of ammo and not do that much damage to the Tzeentch forces. So I think you just unfortunately have to ride out their ammunition. Try to let your shields eat most of the damage, which Voidballs is changing the targets on his own, but let your shields eat most of the damage. Pull back a unit that has no shields until it gets its shields back. You just gotta... You gotta wait for him to run out of ammo. You've been using regular cav a lot, been playing ogres on campaign lately, but cats seem to do a shit ton of damage on the charge. The cats do... Cats do, dogs do, chariots do, cavalry doesn't. Cavalry does no damage. And that's the thing, is like, yes, and Lindsay's saying that Jade Lancers feel tanky. They're tanky. Like, it's not that cavalry can't do anything, and they're good in domination mode just because you need mobility. But on a straight up, like, damage profile, cavalry is complete shit again at, like, killing things. Like, cycle charging is just not good, and that's unfortunate. Because as I mentioned earlier in the stream as well, with the changes to the vortex spells are purely random now. You cannot direct them like you could in Game 2. Or if you took Purple Sun, you click and dragged in the direction you wanted it to go. You kind of guided it along that path. It's completely random again. So those spells are worthless. And psychocharging worthless. And it feels like the game is going to a place where it's much more build dependent and much less skill expression, because a lot of the skill expression has been taken out of the game, in my opinion. That, like, clicking and moving vortex spells to really try and get a good angle on them got taken out. Cycle charging got taken out, essentially, because, like I was just saying, that cav don't feel as good, and it's more 20 stacks of infantry. It's more single entity blobs. And that's about it. And I'm like, these were kind of the worst parts of Warhammer 2, and for some reason the design philosophy leaned harder into them, and I don't get it. This is an amazing meme build Nurgle do versus Tzeentch. I don't think it's a meme. I think it's just Voidlaw's legit believing in Kite. Chaos Knights of Tzeentch. Gonna pile onto the Exalted Great Unclean One. It looks like their charge gets a bit nerfed. We were just talking about that. But piling up 2 on top of the same guy, he has a Mortis Engine type effect, so this is not gonna help. And it's not like more knights are gonna surround him than they otherwise would have. So that's just 2 for 1 value on Nurgle there. Nurgle is running around the side of the map. He's doing fine. I think Tzeentch needs to play this a little slower. Running in these 2 expensive knights just to get Mortis Engine and spelled down is not the way to go, and he is pulling back now, so it looks like he's realized that. Some Furies are going to try and hold them in place, but it looks like they'll largely be fine. But Tzeentch should honestly have been okay with the previous situation. Look at these Soul Grinders are almost out of ammo, and they haven't done very much. Like, one got 158, the other one I think got a nice shot onto some Chaos Knights, so he got a little bit more there, but like, just let Void Laws run out of ammo. It sucks to say that, like, it's not a great way to feel about the game, but like, just if he's gonna run around and kite you, you have to use your abusive mechanics back. So you really gotta abuse these shields. Only put things in range that have shields, and if he doesn't want to attack stuff with shields, then he's gonna have to fucking come to you, and then you can do the damage you want to do to him, right? You gotta dictate the pace of the game at this point against him. All right. But kiting with one of the slowest factions. Epic moment. Yeah. I mean, the Soul Grinders have 75 speed, and that's what he cares about. He doesn't really care if his Nurglings get caught. And even then, most of his army is actually pretty fast. The Furies, the Soul Grinders, that kind of thing. But this is a good play. See, getting the Knights back, letting them try and get some shields up is good, and now everything that's in Void Laws' range is shielded, meaning he has to waste more ammo. This Soul Grinder's down to 2 shots left. This Soul Grinder's down to 4. And neither of them have paid for themselves, and they're pretty melee combatants. They're okay. They're not incredible. Your Flamers are untouched, your Exalted Flamer's untouched, your Spawn is untouched, your Forsaken are generally fine. In fact, they're both untouched outside their shields. Yeah, this is a good spot for Tzeentch. Just chill. Again, I would like Kairos to be up here spamming blue fires onto the Exalted Great Unclean One. That's just me. What up, Chasing Rainbows? Good to see ya. 1 Soul Grinder is out of ammo. The other Soul Grinder has 2 shots. Cultists are moving in. Dodging some of the blue fire. Taking a little bit of poke. And now the Chaos Knights can come back up. 1 ammo left on that guy. Bounce power's back to dead even because that ammo on the Soul Grinders costed a lot. If Button Eyes Mark watches this back, I'd say he handled the kite about 80% effectively. So that's pretty good. A little bit of improvements, like we said, being careful with the Knights. But a big thing I would change is Kairos needs to spam spells. There's no reason to hold your Wind of Magic. Because when the fight starts, the fight's going to end one way or the other very quickly, and he won't have time to spam out his spells. So he should have been doing that this whole time. But otherwise, he's been playing pretty good this game. Nurgle runs up, gets some Plague Bearers out on top of the Flamers. Exalted Flamer and... where's the regular Flamers? There they are. Regular Flamers and Exalted Flamer need to get out of these Plague Bearers, and some Chaos Knights are even running in to try and help them out. A big old breath attack from Nurgle. It looks like it was Overcast that did do a lot of work. And now Tzeentch has lost the Air Force. Already Kairos is on his own. He's run away from all these little Furies. Maybe wants to land on the ground somewhere, just so that if they come after him, he can pendulum them or something. But he needs to use way more of his magic right now. And it looks like we get our first pendulum, though it might do a lot of friendly fire onto his own blue horrors. Oof. That's tough. He did take out 2 summoned units. That's okay, but nuking one of your own is also not ideal. Where's that Exalted Flamer? It's still okay. Chaos Knights are in here bumping and grinding. Tzeentch is falling behind on the balance of power now as the Nurgle Furies are chasing down Kairos. And we did get a big missile spell. It does, like, pretty good damage. But imagine if he'd been doing it this whole time. And Nurgle's been overcasting on himself a good amount. So where are these Flamers? They haven't been able to do very much. I only see one, the Exalted guy, that's still alive as far as I know. And now it's looking pretty bad for Tzeentch. This Exalted Flamer hasn't been able to, like, shoot anything. He's just been running. It might be doomed. It might be doomed. Okay. So I was checking some messages. Don't know what else to talk about this much. It's looking pretty over at this point. Because that Exalted Flamer is a lot of the balance of power, but it's not able to shoot or do anything that it wants to do. It's just stuck here. And without it, the game will go to shit pretty quickly. Forsaken of Tzeentch are close to breaking. Blood Horrors are going to crumble away. The last of the Chaos Knights are charging in, but there's no way they can kill an Exalted Great Unclean One, double Soul Grinder, and 2 Cultists. It's just too many single entities for those Knights. Too many. I think that's GG. Kairos has a lot of balance of power in him because of all those spells, but he's not actually a good melee combatant at all. What is he, 20? He's 35-20, yeah. Yeah. Oh, who's a good kitty? Rip. Rest in pepperonis. That is it. This Exalted Flamer is still alive and just hasn't been able to do anything. 481 damage value. I guess that's okay. I don't know what it costs, though. Is No Name Void Laws? Yes. No Name is Void Laws. Boom, boom. Pendulum kills some Nurglings. Yay, Nurglings! Oh, imagine if it had been straight down the pipe, though. What is that spell? People keep casting. Is it a real spell, or is it like an ability? I legit don't know. What is that thing? Oh, is it a Tzeentch army ability? That would explain, maybe, how it exists. Okay. Because I didn't see it on Kairos, and then all of a sudden it was just happening. Kitty's back, which means his stupid loose fur that he is shedding is all over my nose again. It's tickling. Little handsome moo cow. Yeah. All the lady kitties love you. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Good boy. This is a good boy. Okie dokie. So Void has won. Exalted Flamer, not a lot of damage. Forsaken did fine. Furies got murdered. Blue Horrors did okay. Knights got killed. And Kairos did okay. Exalted Great Unclean One, 2,800 value. Soul Grinders really struggled to get their value back. The 2 summons did okay. Air Force did okay, and Nurglings died. GG well played, good friends. GG well played. We streamed for about 2 hours. That feels like a decent amount of time. Feels like. Got through our whole King of the Hill list. So I'll let you go. There will be another replay video coming out tonight. Another meme video the day. Meme or bug video coming out the morning after. And tomorrow we will stream something. Just don't know if it's going to be Ent Ladder yet or a campaign with Ent. But it'll be something. Ent Ladder officially launches tomorrow. There will be a video about that on Anticity's Discord. I guess I shouldn't release a meme video tomorrow if I'm going to release the Ent stuff, because that would be 4 videos and a live stream in one day, and that's too many. YouTube would get mad at me. Anyway, there's millions and millions of videos coming out of this channel recently, so stick around, enjoy them. If you don't enjoy them, don't tell me, because you'll hurt my precious self-esteem. My precious, precious self-esteem. And take care, everybody. Take care.